This video will be the first video out of multiple ones on currying in F#. What we're going to look at first is the concept that we have in F# where we can pass fewer parameters than are actually specified to a function. So let me show you what I mean. So we have something like let add x, y, and then we just say that this is going to return x plus y like that. This is a function, we're used to defining it, nothing particularly interesting here. We can define then also the sum like that, by adding, let's say, 3 and 4. And if we just execute this to see that everything is the way we would expect, we should get 7 here. So let's just let this finish. In the meanwhile, let's try to write something else here. We're going to say let add 3. So this is a new variable. In fact, this is a function that I'm defining here. And I'm going to say that this is equal to add 3, like that. So before talking about what I did here, this thing just executed now, and we can see that the sum here is 7, so that's exactly what we would expect. If I write this add 3, this is the name of a function. And what I'm saying is I'm calling the function add, and I'm sending it a parameter of 3. But the problem is, or the thing is, the function that we originally defined up here takes 2 parameters. It takes x and y and returns the sum of them. So if you come from, well, depending on which background you come from, this might seem strange to you and you might expect this to fail. But if I execute this, you can see that we actually get a return here. Nothing bad happens. And we get a new function, add 3, that takes an integer and returns an integer. So the thing that's really nice here is if I call add 3, let's actually define this as a parameter. I call this add 3 function that I just defined on the parameter 4 this time, and what you will see that I get is 7. So exactly the same thing as we got in the beginning. If I now call this thing again, result 2 with 5 here, what you're going to see is we get 8. So this add 3 function always starts with a number 3 and then adds whatever second number we provide as an input argument. So what happens here is actually that we take the add function, and when we define this new function add 3 here, we supply this first parameter, and therefore we never have to provide that again. But then depending on what parameter the user calls this function with, this y parameter here, which corresponds to 4 or 5 in these 2 function calls, depending on that, you will then get an output. And that is a way that you can generally provide fewer arguments to a function in order to define a new function in F#. This rabbit hole goes a bit deeper, and we're going to explore this in upcoming videos as well. So if you want to learn more about currying, check those out, but that's going to be it for now. So thanks for watching.